deal with a hard day of teaching, you decide to relax by cutting a sheet of paper into 4 equivalent pieces. But before you know it, you make this complicated. You decide to cut the paper into 4 equivalent pieces, and then each of those pieces you're going to cut into 4 equivalent pieces, and so on. And as you know, some girls just don't know when to stop. Now our question is, how many pieces will there be after you've made a 5th cut? What about an nth cut? Okay, what is the pattern? So we don't have to draw this and we don't have to count up the little pieces. At first, you have a nice sheet of paper and it is whole. You've made no cuts. But then you've made 1 cut. And once you do make that 1 cut, there are 4 sheets of paper. Well, after you've had a 2nd cut, you end up with 16 little pieces of paper. Okay, hold on, what's going on? These are all powers of 4. Notice how 1 is the same as 4 to the 0. 4 is the same as 4 to the 1. 16 is the same as 4 squared. Now we're using a 4 because we're cutting the sheet into 4 pieces. And then the number of times we've cut, that's going to be our exponent. So at the 3rd cut, you've got 4 cubed, which means 64 pieces of paper. At the 4th cut, that would be 4 to the 4th, or 256 sheets or little pieces of paper. At the 5th cut, that's 4 to the 5th, which is 1024. So after 5 cuts, there are 1024 equivalent tiny, tiny pieces of paper. So these are the cuts, and these are the number of pieces. Now then, what about the nth cut? As for the nth cut, we would simply say that's 4 to the nth power, and we would plug in a value of n if we wanted to say it was the 10th cut, or if it was the 50th cut. That's enough.